performance with the dual temperature wash. Stop in today and shop select Maytag laundry pairs that deliver extra power from start to finish. See the complete lineup of Maytag appliances at Arts Appliance Furniture, Electronics, and Flooring in Moberly.
Welcome back to the pregame show on Information Radio Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com. Joins now Hannah Hayden, head coach of the Lady Hounds. And, Coach, I know you were disappointed with the way your team played at Poplar Bluff on Wednesday night.
Yeah, I be honest, still not really sitting right with me. But obviously when I evaluate anything with our team and our program, it's always going to start with me. So just looking at what we need to do different. So one of the biggest things is we're not doing any more game prep days. We are already, we're hard pressed to find practice time, with the 3 games a week. And so if you're doing a game prep day for every game, then you're not practicing at all, really. You're spending a lot of time focused on other people. Our scout is something that we normally take a lot of pride in, but this is a different season. We didn't have the typical preseason and all the non-region games and things like that. So we're changing. Of course, we're still doing scouting reports, but we're only spending time a few minutes on scout in our pregame the day of, and we're spending the entire practice the day before, focusing on us and how to get a little better and how to get a little tougher.
Obviously, you don't want to miss a major tendency that could hurt you in a game, but you want to make sure that you're working on your team and your skills.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going over everybody's favorite stats, and we're going to know, we're going to know personnel, and, especially from a coaching standpoint, it's our job to know that. But, yeah, nothing really matters unless you're doing your identity really well. And just kind of looking at that. The past couple times that we've played Three Rivers and just talking about them because we're thinking about our region losses, thought we got away from our identity a little bit, not getting the ball inside enough, being a little bit more tough-nosed on the defensive end and getting on the glass more. So that's what we've been focused on in practice.
Did you see something on tape from Wednesday night or in practice the past couple of days make you think you're going to turn around today?
I will say yesterday I thought we had the best practice in a really long time, like probably since we've been back in January. I do think it was a bit of a wake-up call, because we felt like, we led most of the game here. We just didn't make enough plays down the stretch. But then to go down there and just play the way that we did, I think it was a wake-up call. We just might have been a little comfortable for whatever reason. So we really mixed it up yesterday in practice, mixed some teams around, looked at some different combinations. And, we have so many different kids that can contribute. But really, we have to make each other better in practice. We really have to get after it. So that was great to see yesterday. And again, we just try to make practice more physical. It seems like those 2 games have been more physical than any other game that we've played. So we tried to do that, to simulate it a little bit yesterday just so we keep getting better.
For the fans who have not seen Crowder this year, tell us what they can expect tonight.
So Crowder is a team that can really shoot the ball. I don't know if I have my scout report in front of me, but they have number 24, Fiona Wilson, is a big-time scorer. She was last year too, and what's she averaging? 18 points a game, and shoots it from anywhere on the floor. Her range is when she gets over half court. We have to find her in transition. And then they have some other guards, number 23 and 30, and they bring another nice little shooter off the bench. So defending the three-point line is going to be huge. They also have a post player that's much improved. They're number 34. She's versatile. She rips and goes in the high post. She posts really hard. So, they do some good things. And then, down there they played us all 2-3 zone. So, for us, again, I talk to Coach Smith a lot. I always say I have a huge advantage having a Hall of Famer like him right down the hallway. And so we talk a lot just about, our zone offense needs to catch up. And obviously our man offense is always ahead because that's what we go against every day in practice. But our zone offense has to catch up. So these are opportunities to work at and get better.
So what will fans see from your offense tonight?
I think we do. We got to play from the inside out. Obviously, you can get a lot of threes against the zone, but we don't want to just fall in love with the three. We want to go inside first, and we get that collapse. Then we want to kick it out. And I think that's when we shoot the ball well, and that's when we play well against the zone.
All right. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thanks, JB.
That's Hannah Hayden. We'll be back with your starting lineups coming up next here on Information Radio Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com.
At Regional Missouri.
At Regional Missouri Bank, ag lending isn't just something we do, it's part of who we are. We've been lending to our rural neighbors for decades, and we want to help you sow the seeds of success by helping you formulate a smart, flexible plan for your farming operation. At Regional Missouri Bank, we take pride in working alongside our customers to help make your plan a reality. Offer of credit subject to credit approval. Regional Missouri Bank in Marceline, downtown Marceline, Salisbury, Keatsville, Glasgow, Paris, downtown Moberly, and Highway 24 Moberly. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Valentine Insurance Agency,
we're proud to be Americans in this land of liberty, where we're free to serve our customers with pride and integrity. We deliver value and quality, so come see us today, because we're proud to be Americans here in the USA.
Since 1964, call Valentine Insurance Agency at 263-1111.
My name is Amelia. Going to Moberly Area Community College was an amazing way for me to achieve my educational goals. MACC allowed me to get my first 2 years of college completely free, and the learning is intimate and the professors know you by name. I went on to finish my bachelor's degree and I graduated with no debt. MACC was the right choice for me, and I'm so grateful for my experience.
Moberly Area Community College. For more information, click on macc.edu.
Hello, friend Pat Boone here. Silver is creating lots of excitement, so I call my friends at Swiss America to get the scoop on whether this silver opportunity is for real. What I discovered blew my mind. It's all covered in a new silver report from Swiss America, which explains why silver prices cannot stay at this level for very long. Call 800-289-2646, 800-289-2646. Get a free copy of the silver report now.
And welcome back to Fitzsimmons. John Arena, let's give you the starting lineups first for the Crowder College Rough Riders. Come in with a record of 6-6, 4-2 in the region. They've won one straight. Their stars at guard, a 5'4" sophomore from Urbana, Illinois, number 15, Amaya Baller. At guard, a 5'1" freshman from Aurora, number 23, Ashley Vaught. At guard, a 5'9" sophomore from Greenland, Arkansas, number 24, Fiona Wilson. At guard, a 5'6" freshman from Nevada, number 30, Paige Dahmer. And at the post, 6'1" sophomore from Midwest City, Oklahoma, number 34, Michaela White. The Rough Riders coached by Tina Wilson. Her 14th season. The assistants are Lori Kelly and Michaela Mack. For your Lady Greyhounds with a record of 10-3, 5-2 in the region. They lost last time out. Their starters, a bit of a change tonight. At guard, 5'3" sophomore from St. Louis, number 11, Corey Tomlin. At guard, 5'7" sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee, number 12, Deanna Pettis. At guard, a 5'10" freshman from Flint, Michigan, number 21, Kiari Lee. At guard, a 6'2" freshman from Minneapolis, Minnesota, number 22, N.J. Williams. And at forward, a 5'11" sophomore from Belleville, Illinois, number 34, Beyonce Carter. Lady Hounds coached by Hannah Hayden, her third season. The assistants, Dustin Young and Jaleesa Mitchell. We'll be back with the opening tap in 2 minutes here on AM 1230, KWIX Moberly, 92.5 KWIX FM Cairo, and CentralMoInfo.com.
MacRack in Moberly has over 28 years of experience as a producer of quality warehouse storage, rack repair, and protective guarding. In fact, they are North America's only solution for affordable, high-impact rack repair and protection products. They are the most experienced and have the largest standard and custom product line. In fact, all of MacRack's products are 100% made in America. Sean and his team at MacRack in Moberly encourage you to give them a call if you're looking for rack repair or protective warehouse guarding for your current storage racks.
Right now, get huge savings on SUVs at Thomas Motors. Check out the Chevy Traverse, Buick Envision, GMC Terrain, and much more. With a huge inventory of SUVs, you're sure to find the perfect SUV for your needs. Visit Thomas Motors online at thomasmtrs.com to view their huge SUV inventory. Thomas Motors in Moberly, your full-line GM dealer. Not all buyers will qualify for all discounts and rebates.
Are you a runner or just on the run? Life can be busy, but what if you needed a joint replacement or back surgery? The answer is simple. Start with a call to Columbia Orthopedic Group. Our doctors are with you from the start to the finish, and we will treat you like family. Your neighbors trust Columbia Orthopedic Group, so shouldn't the new year be a good time for you to trust us too? Please give us a call at 573-443-2402 for your appointment today. Columbia Orthopedic Group, defining excellence since 1965.
welcome back to Fitzsimmons John Arena as we get ready for our broadcast tonight here on Information Radio Quicks. It's the Lady Hounds and the Rough Riders coming in to tonight's game. And let's give you the starting lineups once again for the Rough Riders. It'll be Baller, Vaught, Wilson, Dahmer, White. For the Lady Hounds, it'll be Tomlin, Pettis, Chiari Lee, Weems, and Carter. Regional Radio encourages you to stop by these fine businesses and thank them for making this broadcast possible. Thomas Motors, Arts Appliance, Furniture, Electronics, and Flooring, Mac Rack. Meadow Ridge Senior Living, John Cochran with Valentine Insurance Agency, all of Moberly. Sheraton Valley, keeping you connected. Columbia Orthopedic Group of Columbia, PK Weiss Agency in Moberly, and Sellers Weiss Insurance in Salisbury. Cedar Markets with 11 locations. Regional Missouri Bank with branches in Keatsville, Salisbury, Glasgow, Paris, and 2 locations in Marceline and Moberly. And Moberly Area Community College in Moberly, Macon, Kirksville, Hannibal, Mexico, Columbia, and online. Crowder in the dark uniforms tonight. Blue numerals with a white trim. They'll be going right to left in the first half. Lady Hounds in the all-white uniforms with the white numerals, red trim, red shoulders as well. Coming up tomorrow on 99.9 The Captain, we will have Cardinals spring training baseball. They'll take on Houston, coverage starting at 11:55. Tomorrow we will also have the GLBC Women's Championship game from Springfield as the German women beat William Jewell. A score of 68-52 today on press. Bellinger led the team with 21 points. So we will have the GLBC Women's Championship tomorrow on press. And looks like that is a 12:45 pregame and 1 o'clock tip. We've got a busy week of basketball and state wrestling coming up next week for you as well. We have time to get to that at halftime. As the team's about ready to come out onto the court. Once again, the men will not be playing tonight. They will not be playing at State Fair on Wednesday because of a brawl that happened about 20 minutes after the end of the game Wednesday night in Poplar Bluff. NJCA basically requiring every player who was in the book that night to sit out the next 2 games, leading to forfeits of 2 games by both Moberly and Three Rivers. So we will have an interview with Pat Smith coming up at halftime of this one. It'll be Weems to jump for the Lady Hounds, and it'll be Fiona Wilson for the Rough Riders. And we're ready to go. The tap will be controlled by Moberly. Drive to the backcourt and going across the timeline by Tori Tomlin. Working to the right. Needs to give it back. Lee over to Pettis at the wing. Comes back to Lee, top of the key, right side. Tomlin feeds it high post cutter. Back to left side of the floor. 3 on the way. Bang. And Moberly's off for a 3-0 lead thanks to Chiari Lee. Moberly's going to press. Rough Riders pick the ball up in the backcourt. Between the circles right now, it's ball in the backcourt. She'll get the pass across the timeline right side. Building there is Ashley Vaught. Vaught will give it back to her right. Going there was Dahmer. Back up to the top of the key. Now left side Wilson. Wilson into the low block. Tipping it to herself is Michaela White. And has it ripped out of her arms by Carter. She'll leave it back for Tomlin. Tomlin into the front court. Top of the key. Pass comes right side. Pettis with it. Dribbles once. Feeds it to her left. Ball fed underneath the basket. Carter reverse layup is good. It's 5-0 Moberly. Good start for the Lady Hounds. We're a minute in. Ball to the near side will be Wilson giving it back. Baller get into the front court, right side of the floor. On the dribble there is Ashley Vaught at the wing. Gives it back out. Baller between the circles. Near side of the floor will find Dahmer. Dahmer dribbles twice to her right, feeds it back to her left. Baller at the wing. Into the low block underneath the basket. Dahmer's pass deflected. Wilson lost out of bounds on the base. Or White, lost out of bounds on the baseline. It'll be a Moberly ball. 8:33 remaining in the first quarter. Lady Hounds lead 5-0. Corey Tomlin will get it into the front court for Moberly. Near side of the floor. Pettis will feed it into the right corner. Weems will give it back out. Tomlin top of the key. Lee Left side for Pettis. 15 on the shot clock. Into the corner. Nothing there for Weems. Comes back out. High post now for Carter. Back to the right side. Pettis will step into a three. Off the rim too strong. Rebound on the far side. Controlled by Crowder. It's grabbed by Fiona Wilson. Ball into the front court. Near side Baller with it. Feeds it left corner. Dahmer for three is good. And Crowder is on the board. 7:52 remaining in the first quarter. Lady Hounds leading 5-3. Corey Tomlin into the front court between the circles. Hands off right side Carter. Carter lobs into the high post for Weems. Weems back to the left side. Lee steps into a three. That's an air ball too strong. Rebound on the near side by Baller. Maya Baller into the front court. Bounce pass in the lane. Driving to the rack. White lost out of bounds off of Carter. Is going to stay with the Rough Riders. 7:30 remaining. Here in the first quarter, Mobley up 5-3. Inbounds pass coming from Ashley Vaught. Needs somebody to get open. Ball was deflected and taken away by Tomlin. Tomlin up the near sideline. Vaught trailer. Now she gets into position as Tomlin takes it back out near midcourt. Into the high post, actually top of the key for Carter. Left side for Pettis. Pettis scribbles once. Back to Carter, top of the key. Right side. Tomlin holds it overhead. Gives it back up top of the key. Fed to Carter at the right high post. Underneath the basket. Shot will not go. Rebound controlled by Crowder. Off the miss by Weems. Vaught into the front court. Right side for Dahmer. Off to her right. Nothing there for Baller. Back around the perimeter. Near side Wilson off to her left. Dahmer gives it back up to the top of the key. Vaught with it. In the lane. Her pass deflected and taken away by Weems. Into the front court left side. Driving in. Lee off the glass for no good. Rebound. Weems can't get it to fall. This ball picked up by Crowder. Into the front court. That's going to be a travel called on Fiona Wilson. She hesitated on her decision. Abernett Storr comes in, replacing Kiari Lee. 6:36 remaining in the first quarter. Lady Hounds up 5-3. Corey Tomlin into the front court, working to her left. Has it deep beyond the arc. Bounces into the high post. Storr feeds it low block. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Crowder basketball. 6:24 remaining in the first quarter. The bounce pass comes into Wilson. She'll give it back. Baller with it in the backcourt. Bounce pass front court right side for Vaught. Deep off the right wing. Gets to the baseline. Is sealed off there. Bounces it back outside and threw it away. She's trying to find White at the right elbow. Now they're going to say deflection. Then it's going to be Crowder ball. Lene Johnson-Kleinpeter comes into the game. Also checking in will be Mary Dunbar for Crowder. Crowder doesn't realize it's their ball yet. 6:18 remaining in the first quarter. It's 5-3, and now Rough Riders will get in a position on offense. They'd all gone down to the other end of the floor. Wilson will inbound. Comes into Johnson-Kleinpeter, dribbling to her left. Left corner for Dahmer. Dahmer holds it overhead. Bounces it into the low block for White. White into lane. Lost the handle. It goes. Well, Tomlin couldn't say it's gone out of bounds. It's going to be Crowder ball. 12 on the shot clock. 6:06 remaining in the first quarter. Moberly leading 5-3. 5 points in the first minute. They have not scored since. Ball worked into Wilson in the right corner. Whipped out to near midcourt for Dahmer. Near side of the floor for Johnson-Kleinpeter. And an offensive foul will be called underneath the basket on Michaela White. That'll be her first. Team foul number 1. And Janisha Roll will come into the game. .5:58 remaining in the first quarter. Moberly up 5-3. Pettis into the front court right side. Stops, gives it back out between the circles, holding the ball there. Tomlin left side for Pettis. Pettis works back to her right. Pass comes right side. Tomlin with it off to her right. Back out to Tomlin. Dribbling to her left. Pettis with it near the left wing. Back out Tomlin, top of the key. Shot clock at 5. Tomlin, left side. Pettis steps into a three. Off the heel. No good. Rebound Moberly and a fresh shot clock. Underneath the basket. Pettis can't get it to fall. Carter found her, and rebound this time controlled by Crowder. Front court right side is Wilson against two defenders. And they're called travel. I think Tomlin got her hand on the ball, and The official maybe didn't see that, but steps is the call. And Bryce Dowell comes into the game, replacing Deanna Pettis for the Lady Hounds. Into the front court. Story Tomlin. Left side for Storr at the wing. Back up. High post Carter. Near side for Tomlin. At the wing. Dribbling to her left. Back to the top of the key. Steps into a long two. Off the heel. No good. Rebound Crowder. Midway point of the first quarter. It's 5-3 Moberly. Into the front court. Johnson Klein. Peter ball deflected the lane. Goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Crowder. 4:50 remaining in the first quarter. Moberly 5, Crowder 3. Inbounds pass will come from the baseline far side by Johnson Kleinpeter. Finds Roll in the lane. Dribbles once. The foul's going to be called. This will be on Beyonce Carter. That'll be her first. 2 free throws coming up. That's team foul number 1 on Moberly. Roll 7.9 points per game, 85% free throw shooter, misses the first. Sophomore from the Bahamas, out of Freeport. Second free throw is good, her first point. Moberly's lead is cut to 1. Tomlin will get it into the front court, near side of the floor. From the Crowder bench. Now back up to the top of the key. Bounce pass left side. Dowell working to her right. Feeds inside. And the layup is up and it's in. NJ Weems with her first points. 7-4 Moberly. Dunbar in the backcourt. Across the timeline right side, guarded by Dowell. Back to the near side for Wilson. Dribbles right, spins left, and a foul. They're going to call on Storr. That'll be her first, team foul number 2. And Kayla Langley will come in, replacing Beyonce Carter. Fiona Wilson, the sophomore from Greenland, Arkansas, will inbound near sideline. Gets into Johnson Klein. Peter drives right side and is ripped out of her hands and taken away by Bryce Dowell. Dowell into the front court, coming up on 4 minutes remaining in the quarter. Moberly up 7-4. Tomlin near side. Finds Storr at the wing. Back to Dowell, top of the key. Left side, Tomlin. Back up to the top of the key. Dowell feeds into Weems. The high post right side. Works the low block. Langley off the window. It's good. Her first point since 9-4 Moberly. 3:44 and counting left in the first quarter. Pass to the front court near side for Wilson. Wilson will give it back out. Between the circles, Dunbar right side. Back up to Wilson. Steps into a long 3. Top of the key. Off the hill, no good. And Moberly's going to let it bounce out of bounds. Lady Hounds ball, 3:28 remaining in the quarter. And Deanna Pettis will come back in, replacing Corey Tomlin. Pettis will bring it up the floor into the front court at the logo. Left side of the floor. Back up to the top. Keith Dowell feeds it high post Weems. Drives right side of the lane. Lays it up. Won't get it to fall. Rebound tipped around and finally grabbed by Crowder. 3:12 left in the quarter. Johnson Kleinpeter into the front court right side. Bounce pass to the near side. And Roll was stripped of the ball. Got it back somehow. Goes up for a shot. Blocked and taken away by Langley. Pettis into the front court. Crossing to her left. Feeds it left side. Dowell starts her drive into lane, and we're having an offensive foul. Jeff landing on Roll. Dowell picks up her first, team foul number 3. Carter's going to come back in, replacing Weems for the Lady Hounds with 2:51 remaining in the quarter. Moberly leading 9-4. Near side, Wilson. Gives it back out front court, right side of the floor for Johnson Kleinpeter. Dribbling to her left, back to her right. Wilson spins in the lane, off balance shot won't go. Rebound fought for. Wilson got it back in traffic, then she took too many steps. And Amaya Baller back into the game, replacing Paige Dahmer for Crowder. 2:30 remaining in the first quarter. It's 9-4 Moberly. Pettis near side at the wing. Feeds into the high post. Now lobbed underneath. Carter with the catch. Lays it up and in. Beyonce with 4. 11-4. Largest lead for Moberly. 2:15 remaining in the first quarter. Baller into the front court. Has her pass deflected and taken away by Storr. Storr drives to the rack left side. Lays it up and in. And a timeout will be taken. Storr gets her first bucket. Crowder will take its first timeout with 2:05 remaining in the first quarter. Moberly leading 13-4 back in 30 seconds here on Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com.
Are you or a loved one looking for a comfortable atmosphere to call home? At Meadow Ridge Senior Living in Moberly, we are currently offering first month's rent on any of our apartments for the cost of $2,021, which means you can save nearly $2,000 on your first month's rent. Here at Meadow Ridge, these are full apartments. Our beautiful large apartments are very well suited to become someone's home. Give us a call at Meadow Ridge to see one of our lovely apartments. Meadow Ridge Senior Living, a great place to call home.
Care can be messy. That's why the Whirlpool Black Stainless Steel Suite is fingerprint resistant.
And welcome back. J.B. Conley with you. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. It's 13-4. Into the front court will be Baller, and she got it there too late. It's a 10-second call against Crowder. It'll be a turnover back to the Lady Hounds. 1:54 remaining in the quarter. 13-4 in favor of Moberly. Inbounds pass will come into Pettis. Pettis working to her left. Feeds in the high post looking for Storr. It was too hard and taken away on the near side by Crowder. Into the front court, Ashley Vaught with it. Vaught to the near side will find Wilson. Wilson gives it back up top of the key for Michaela White back in the game. Near side, Vaught again. Spins near the wing. Pass to the left side is an air ball by Wilson. Loose ball picked up by Moberly. 1:28 remaining in the first quarter. Right side, Storr. Working to the baseline. Gives it back out. Pettis, high catch. Brings it down. Feeds into the high post for Langley. Back to the near side. Storr. Triple off the rim. No good. Rebound Langley taken away from 2 Crowder players. Goes back up strong off the window. No good. And rebound controlled by the Rough Riders with 1:08 remaining here in the first quarter. Top of the key. Vaught with it. Feeds inside and rolls off the foot of White out of bounds. It'll be Moberly ball. Paige Dahmer back into the game. She'll replace Fiona Wilson. 1:01 remaining in the first quarter. Lady Hounds up 13-4. Pettis will get into the front court, working left side at the wing. Gives it back up to the top, the key for Dell. Left side once again. Pettis on the dribble, gives it back top of the key for Storr. Right side, Dell, triple off the heel, no good. Rebound controlled by Mary Dunbar. Dunbar into the front court. She'll find Vaught. Vaught working to her right. Looking for help, feeds it baseline. Ball comes underneath the basket and stolen away by Moberly with 26 seconds left in the quarter. Pettis goes to the rack, lays it up and in. Deanna Pettis with her first points. Lady Hounds by 11. 18 seconds left in the quarter. Fought into the front court right side, guarded by Pettis. Shot clock down to 12. Game clock down to 12, excuse me. Shot clock turned off. Near side, Dahmer with it. Back up to the top of the key for Dunbar, down to 3. And the ball poked away. A foul is going to be called with 0.6 of a second remaining. Foul's on Carter. That'll be her second, but actually not a bad foul to give in that situation. That's the 4th team foul, and now Carter will inbound instead of having a possible layup at the buzzer. Inbounds pass will come baseline, far side of the basket. If they can beat the 5 count, they just do, and I don't know why Michaela White felt she had time to dribble. She didn't, and time runs out in the first quarter. She was going to drive the lane right side. After one quarter, it's Moberly 15, Crowder 4. Back in 60 seconds on Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com.
Care can be messy. That's why the Whirlpool Black Stainless Steel Suite is fingerprint resistant, performs as good as it looks, and is the perfect touch for any kitchen. See the Whirlpool Black Stainless Steel appliances at Arts in Moberly, where service after the sale has been available for over 70 years. Arts Appliance Furniture, Electronics, and Flooring. Check them out on Facebook or artsappliance.com.
Whatever you need, you'll find it at Arts.
Valentine Insurance Agency.
We're proud to be Americans in this land of liberty.
At Valentine Insurance Agency, we know that when times are tough, Americans step up. And at Valentine Insurance Agency, we're going to be here for you, helping you when you need it since 1964. Call Valentine Insurance Agency at 263-1111.
And welcome back to Fitzsimmons. John Arena, J.B. Conley with you as the second quarter gets underway. Moberly leading by a score of 15-4. Crowder with the ball. Comes into the high post for White. Back to the near side of the floor. Baller with it. Swings the right side. Long three on the way by Dahmer. Is off target right. Rebound picked up by Pettis for Moberly. Into the front court. And a reach is going to be called. As Vaught stuck her arm in there. That's going to be her first. Team foul number 1. Well, they Johnson Kleinpeter back into the game, replacing Ashley Vaught. 9:44 left in the first half. Lady Hounds by 11. Ball swung left side of the floor. On the dribble, comes back to the near side now for Pettis. Pettis feeds off into the right corner. Long two on the way. Will not go for Dell. The rebound controlled by Crowder. Into the front court. Johnson Kleinpeter right side, guarded by Weems. Ball handed off on the dribble now is Dahmer. Gives it back to her right. Sloppy catch, finally hauled in by Johnson Kleinpeter on the far sideline. She's fouled. And Burnett Storr picks up her second personal, team foul number 1. And Kiara Lee's back into the game. 9:13 remaining in the second quarter. Moberly leading 15-4. Baller will inbound, far sideline. Comes into Johnson Kleinpeter, dribbling to her left. Back up to the top of the key. This is Lexi Keeling seeing her first action. Right corner for Dahmer. Dahmer gives it back out. Johnson Kleinpeter drives the lane, bounce pass, goes out of bounds. It'll be Moberly ball. Crowder just has no offense today. Dahmer has a 3, and Roll has a free throw, and that's it. Ball worked into the front court left side. Langley kicks back out to the top of the key. Dell feeds into the high post. Williams back to the near side. Driving the lane, Pettis. Her runner won't go. Rebound tipped around and grabbed by Moberly. And Williams threw it out of bounds off the foot of one of the Rough Riders. It'll stay with the Lady Hounds with 8:39 remaining in the half. Moberly leading 15-4. Pettis will trigger far side of the basket. Looking for someone to get open, driving in, and Weems' shot was blocked. Loose ball picked up by Johnson Kleinpeter, then she had it stripped at midcourt by Pettis. Pettis right side at the wing. Feeds into the high post. Langley finds Weems off the window. Can't get it to go. Got her on rebound. The putback won't go either. Got another rebound. Weems' third attempt is good. Good effort by NJ. She has 4 points now. It's 17-4. And then a steal and a foul. The foul is on Johnson Kleinpeter after Dell ripped the ball away from her. Langley will come back in for Moberly. And a timeout taken by Crowder. 32nd timeout. We're going to keep it here. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Meadow Ridge Senior Living of Moberly, offering independent and assisted living in a home-like environment, and Regional Missouri Bank with branches in Keatsville, Salisbury, Glasgow, Paris, and 2 locations in Marceline and Moberly. For home loans to agricultural loans and all types of loans in between, RMB Bank is here for you. 8:14 remaining in the first half. Lady Hounds leading 17-4. Other games around the region today. Jeffco's at Mineral Area. Three Rivers at State Fair. In Division 2, St. Louis is at North Central. A lighter load for the men tonight. St. Louis at North Central. The 2 Division 1 games, well, one was canceled. The other one canceled as well. Moberly will inbound. Comes into the low block. Langley kicks it to the near side. Into the right corner. Pettis with it. 20 on the shot clock. Curls up to the top of the key. Working to her right, back to her left, near the elbow. Right side now, feeds it right corner. 3 on the way. Bang! Bryce Dowell gets her first points. That's 20-4 in favor of the Lady Hounds, and a deflection at midcourt. Loose ball be picked up by Moberly. Into the front court is Lee, right side. Gives it to her left for Pettis. Left side, Dowell with it, top of the key, Lee. Feeds it into the high post. Weems drops underneath, and Langley puts it up and in. Langley with 4, 22-4. Moberly's on a 17-0 run. Crowder will break the press this time. Into the front court, left side, 3 on the way. Is too strong by Paige Dahmer. Rebound controlled by Moberly. They need a higher percentage shot to break their drought. Left side, another 3 on the way. Off the heel, no good for Dowell, and a foul on the rebound as Williams was going for it and came over the back of Paige Dahmer. Williams will pick up her first. Team foul number 2. Denisha Rowland to the contest for Crowder. 7:14 remaining until halftime. Lady Hounds leading 22-4. Pass will come in near side. Johnson Kleinpeter will give it back. They still have trouble breaking the press. It's picked up in the backcourt, and it's going to be stolen at midcourt. With it is Dell. Drives in. She's fouled. Count it 1. Everything going the Lady Hounds' way tonight. Chance for a 3-point play here. The foul on Paige Dahmer is her first. Team foul number 3. Tomlin comes in to replace Pettis. Bryce Dowell with a game-high 5 points. That's just in the past minute or so. 88% free throw shooter this season. That one's good. And it's a 20-0 run for the Lady Hounds. 25-4, 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Front court right side is Dahmer. Comes back to the near side for Wilson. Wilson off to her left. A fine Johnson Kleinpeter gives it back out. Dahmer between the circles. Right side now. Wilson feeds it low block. Turning to her right. It's an air ball fired up by Roll from the low post. Near side. Tomlin with the top of the key. Back to the right side for Dell. Dribbles to her left. Feeds into the high post. Langley trying to feed Weems. Deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Moberly. 6:30 remaining in the first half. Moberly leading 25-4. Dowell will inbound. Comes into the high post. Langley long pass to the near side. 3 on the way is too strong by Lee and saved on the far sideline by Dowell. She tiptoed along the red, kept it in bounds. Now gets the pass back. Top of the key. Lee feeds it inside. Langley underneath the glass puts it up and in. Langley was 6. It's 27-4. Into the front court, driving in. The layup is left short by Johnson Kleinpeter. Rebound controlled by Moberly. Into the front court, Lee, top of the key, right side. Dowell on the dribble, feeds into the high post. Langley works underneath. Another easy layup. This one by N.J. Weems. She has 6, 29-4 in favor of the Lady Hounds. 5:45 remaining. This game was once 5-4. Another steal at midcourt by Tomlin. Feeds it left side. Lee head fakes a 3. Works to the baseline. Dishes to the near side where it's stolen away. Dahmer came out of there with it. Long pass up the floor, and the layup is too strong by Roll. Rebound controlled by Moberly. Into the front court. Tomlin right side. Dowell triple. Bang! She has 9. It's 32-4. Coming up on the midway point of the second quarter. Near side Dahmer. She'll give it back to Roll. Into the front court right side. Johnson Kleinpeter with it. Dribbling to her right. Holds the ball in traffic. Now feeds into the high post. Michaela White dribbles left. Now back to her right. Works her way into the low block, and her shot deflected out of bounds by Langley off of White. It'll be a Moberly ball. Carter back in for Lady Hounds. Several substitutions for Crowder. Mary Dunbar's back out there. Ashley Vaught's out there. (32-4) in favor of Moberly. 4:49 remaining until halftime. Tomlin and Leo bring up the floor. Front court near side for Dell. Carter's back in the game. Top of the key back to the near side. Dell drives the baseline, feeds it into Carter, comes back out. Weems with it, left elbow. Takes a step, jumper from 10, no good. Carter can't get the rebound, lost out of bounds. 4:31 left until halftime. This quarter has been 17-0 Moberly. Sloppy pass hauled in on the far sideline by Dunbar. Now comes back to the near side. Vaught in the front court. Has 3 defenders on her. Gives it back out near midcourt for Baller. Baller in the lane. Kicks to the right corner. 3 on the way is good by Mary Dunbar. 32-7. That snaps a 27-0 run. Front court near side of the floor. Ball with her on the perimeter. Left side. Tomlin with it now. On the baseline. Double team there. Kick back out. Tomlin in the corner. Feeds into the high post. Carter drops it back underneath for Weems. Had trouble with the catch in traffic. Took it away from 2 defenders. And a tie-up's going to be called. It's going to stay with Moberly on the arrow. 3:51 remaining in the half. Lady Hounds leading 32-7. Inbounds pass. It comes from Tomlin baseline. Works it in. Carter dribbles twice. Gets it back out. Tomlin with the right wing. 5 on the shot clock. 3 by Dowell. Off the heel, no good. Rebound controlled by Fiona Wilson. She'll dribble into the front court near side. Pass goes left corner. Baller gives it back out. Dunbar between the circles. Back to the near side for Baller. Feeds it low post, and the layup is up and in by Michaela White. Her first points. She's second on the team in scoring on the year. 32-9. Front court left side, Store at the wing. Lobs it underneath for Weems with 2 defenders. Maybe got away steps there. Goes underneath the basket. Chance for a 3-point play. She goes with the reverse layup and is fouled. The foul was on Michaela White. That'll be her second. Team foul number 4. Williams with 8 points. Averaging 9.1 per game. 73.5% from the free throw line this season. And the attempt is no good. Rebound controlled by Tomlin in traffic. Brings out to the near side of the wing. Top of the key, Dowell. Left side for Store. Store will take a 3. It's off the rim. No good. Rebound Moberly again. And a foul. No, a held ball is going to be called. Carter didn't get a shot off quickly enough and was tied up. It'll be Crowder ball. Jada Moorhead in for Moberly and Paige Dahmer back in for Crowder. 34-9, 3 minutes remaining till halftime. Long pass front court near side for Dahmer. Thought about a 3. Now waits for the rest of the team to catch up. Top of the key, Vaught. Drilling to her right. Hands off there for Dunbar. Dunbar drives the lane. Swatted out of bounds by Beyonce Carter. 2:44 remaining. 34-9. Ball goes into the far corner. Dunbar with it now at the wing. Gives it back out. Vaught to the top of the key. 3 on the shot clock. Roll drives in, and they're going to call a foul with 1 second on the shot clock. Carter can't believe it. That'll be her 3rd. That's team foul number 3 on Moberly. And coming off the bench will be Caitlin Sims. 2:34 left in the first half. Lady Hounds leading 34-9. Shanesha roll at the free throw line. 1 of 2 from the stripe. Averaging almost 8 points per game. First one is a brick. One more attempt coming up. And the second free throw. Off balance to the right, no good. Rebound Moberly. Corey Tomlin will get it into the front court. Pass goes left side. Store with it. Into the high post. Back to the near side of the floor. Long 2 by Tomlin. Won't go. Rebound in the key. Still being fought for. And we're going to have a tie-up. It'll be Moberly's ball on the air with 2:17 remaining. Lady Hounds leading 34-9. And Inbounds pass will come from Dowell baseline. Feeds in the low block. Sims will give it back out. Jumper from 10 feet will not go. For Jada Moorhead, the rebound controlled by Crowder. Front court right side, Vaught leaves off to her right. Baller to the top of the key, throws it away. She was trying to find Janisha Roll and threw it overhead and out of bounds into the bleachers on the baseline to our left. 2:01 remaining till halftime. Tomlin will get it into the front court. Near side, Moorhead back to Tomlin. He's underneath the basket. Tough catch. Turnaround shot up and in by Jada Moorhead. 36-9. 1:39 remaining until halftime. Ball knocked loose at midcourt. They'll call Moorhead for the foul as she ran over Dahmer. That is her first, and it'll be team foul number 5. With 1:35 remaining till halftime. At the line is Paige Dahmer. 11.9 points per game. Hits the first free throw. She has a team-high 4 points. There are 4 different Lady Hounds that have scored at least that many. Second free throw is also good. She has 5. 36-11, 1:33 remaining. That's going to be coming up at halftime. We'll hear from Pat Smith talking about the 2 games that are being forfeited. Ball fed into the key. They're calling offensive foul on Sims as she kind of pushed off to get open. It'll be her first. 36-11, 1:21 remaining till halftime. Ball will get it into the front court near side. Now dribbles back to her right. In trouble, gets a pass way to the near side. Ball fed underneath, roll with it. Off the glass, can't get it to fall. Loose ball tipped to the near side for Tomlin. Roll may have been poked in the eye. Tomlin right side. She'll find Storr, steps around her defender, lays it up and in. She has 4. 38-11, under a minute to go until halftime. Into the front court, near side is Baller. Into the high post, she'll find Dahmer in traffic and a foul. The foul is on Corey Tomlin. That'll be her first. Paige Dahmer shooting 2. Which is a team-high 5 points. First free throw off the heel and bounces off to the left. Crowder's now 3 of 7 from the free throw line. Moberly is 1 of 2. Second free throw is good. 46.9 seconds remaining until halftime. Lady Hounds leading 38-12. Into the front court. Left side. Storr gives it to Dowell, top key. Back to Storr at the left wing. Into the high post. Sims back to the left side for Storr. 15 on the shot clock. Top of the key. Tomlin. She'll take the 3 off the heel. No good. Rebound controlled by Crowder. Dunbar gets it into the front court. Far sideline. Gives it back to Vaught. Working near side of the floor. Dahmer with it, left wing. Picks up her dribble, gives it back out. Baller with it, working to the right side. Drives the lane, feeds to the near side. The shot is no good by Roll. Rebound Moberly with 7 seconds left in the half. Into the front court, Tomlin feeds it right side. 3 on the way. Bang! And that'll do it for the half. Ambernett Storr finishes with 7 points. And at the half, it is Moberly 41. And Crowder 12. We're going to take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll have our halftime interview with Pat Smith talking about the 2 games that are going to be forfeited following the events at Poplar Bluff the other night. We'll be back with that as part of the halftime show brought to you by ARCS. That's coming up in 2 minutes here on Information Radio Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com.
Hello, friend Pat Boone here. Silver is creating lots of excitement, so I call my friends at Swiss America to get the scoop on whether this silver opportunity is for real. What I discovered blew my mind. It's all covered in a new silver report from Swiss America, which explains why silver prices cannot stay at this level for very long. Call 800-289-2646 800-289-2646. Get a free copy of the Silver Report now.
MacRack in Moberly has over 28 years of experience as a producer of quality warehouse storage, rack repair, and protective guarding. In fact, they are North America's only solution for affordable, high-impact rack repair and protection products. They are the most experienced and have the largest standard and custom product line. In fact, all of MacRack's products are 100% made in America. Sean and his team at MacRack in Moberly encourage you to give them a call if you're looking for rack repair or protective warehouse guarding for your current storage racks.
The MACC Hounds love the game of basketball. You can see it in their faces. Their hearts and souls go into every game and practice. The dedication is there as well as teamwork and hustle, and you gotta appreciate that. The team of family members and staff at Arts Appliance and Furniture in Moberly put their hearts and souls into helping every customer that walks through their doors find the perfect piece of furniture, appliances, electronics, or floor covering. Arts Appliance and Furniture in Moberly, proud to be part of the Greyhound tradition.
Whatever you need, you'll find it at Arts.
From humble beginnings to over a century of service, Regional Missouri Bank is strong, stable, and rooted in North Central Missouri. RMB is your locally owned community bank offering prompt quality services to the communities we serve. Attractive deposit products, competitive rate home mortgage loans, commercial and agricultural financing solutions, as well as consumer loans. Our electronic banking services help you manage your money on the go. Regional Missouri Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Offer of credit subject to credit approval.
Talking with Greyhounds coach Pat Smith. Coach, NJCAA deciding that your squad had to forfeit 2 games after the events that took place after the game Wednesday night in Poplar Bluff. Just your thoughts in general.
Well, it's very unfortunate, JB. Our players were out there evidently taking some selfies and some pictures at half court after the game, and there was an altercation broke out. I can't really go into much more detail than that. But, there was an altercation between the 2 teams, and they've suspended. They've made both of us forfeit the next 2 games. For us, that's 2 region games. And I hate to say this, I think every game's winnable, but 2 winnable games. Three Rivers has to forfeit 2 games also, but only one of them's a region game. So with that said, nothing we can do about it. I'm very, very disappointed that the whole situation happened, but we're going to have to go ahead and move on, and we're going to have to find some way to use this to our advantage.
You were looking maybe for a period to get some rest for your guys and get back into practice before this all happened. This isn't the way you wanted it to happen, but I guess there may be a positive that comes out of it.
Well, I wasn't looking for this much rest, to where we've missed 2 games, and we don't play until a week from Monday. But, it is what it is, and we can't change that. I've always said if you give us some practice time, and it's kind of interesting, I was talking about the lack of practice time on our pregame show up at Poplar Bluff. Remember that? And I said, it's one thing that really frustrates me is I've just not been able to practice this team as much as I need to. And now we got some time we can back up to get better. We always have 3 goals: improve every day, win the next game, and win the regional tournament. I'm going to eliminate the next game right now because we're not there yet. So we got 2 major goals. We need to improve and get ready to win the regional tournament at the end of the year. So, as much as I hate that this happened, we've got to find some way to get some good out of this. And with the practice time, with being able to go ahead and we went through 2 stretches of 3 games in 5 days. Hopefully this will help us realign ourselves and be ready to go for the stretch run.
Were any of your guys injured seriously to the point where they may miss some time because of that?
No. We practiced today and everybody practiced. Well, Marcus Grant didn't practice. He's got but he didn't dress out the other night either. He's got a full groin. No, nobody was hurt. Nobody was hurt bad enough to miss any time. We had to get a lot of ice bags on the way back. That's all I'm going to say.
Certainly an unfortunate event that happens. Looking ahead, your next 2 will be Mineral Area and then 3 Rivers again.
Yeah, it's definitely really unfortunate. I understand the NJCA's position. 2 teams were added. So therefore, we got to accept the consequences. And you know what? It's been a strange year enough as it is with everything that's went on with the revamped schedule and all that. I hate to lose the 2 games, but it doesn't change what we're after. We're after trying to get good enough at the end of the year to have a chance to win the regional tournament. And that's all I want to put our mindset to right now, JB, is getting through the situation, learning from it, moving on, being better people because of it, and above all else, trying to become a better team because things like this have a chance to unify teams if we use it right. And that's, forgive me for my positive outlook, I guess, but that's what I'm looking at this as, is, okay, we can't do anything about it, but we can do something with how we deal with it. And we're going to try to use it as a positive.
We've seen in years past where things didn't look great midway through the season, but you're able to win games late and win games in the postseason and earn your way to Hutch.
Yeah, 5 years ago, we were 1-5 in the region, ended up at Hutch and beat Indian Hills by 17 points. This year, I'm going to be honest, I think we're playing pretty well. We didn't score the ball enough against Mineral to beat them on that Monday night. We know how tough it's going to be down there. I watched Three Rivers a couple weeks ago, and I thought, man, they're a really good team. We're going to have a hard time with them. Well, we beat them twice. We'll have to try to beat them a third time. But that was a huge win down there on the road the other night. Tough it out like we did. Little things. Sincere Parker didn't have a very good offensive game, but he hung in there and made plays. I've seen growth in our team. Well, guess what? There is no rule that we can't grow this week, JB. There's no rule that we can't continue the upward escalation. We're nowhere, and I told our guys just after practice, we're nowhere near as good as we can be. I hate like heck that this has happened. I hate that we have to miss the games. I hate the incident itself. But you know something? We can improve this week, and we can continue to work toward being the team we want to be.
I know you're looking forward. I feel bad for the fans. They don't get a chance to see the Grizzlies come here because that was an entertaining game. You played them there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I tell you, West Plains is not going to see Moberly, Missouri this winter. I called their coach last night, and he was very sympathetic to our calls, and I just said, hey, you picked up a win tonight. And they did in State Fair. I give State Fair credit, man. They were 0-5 in the region. They're 2-5 now because their next two games were Three Rivers and us. And so with that said, I'm going to worry about, it's like I told my guys today, I'm going to worry about the Greyhounds. I'm going to worry about what I have to do. And my biggest thing, I've always said this is, the real man comes out in adversity. And we got to be those strong people right now that, okay, can't do anything about it, can't change anything. Let's move forward and let's find a way to be positive as we can about our team, about what we have to do to get better. If we do that, who knows what's going to happen in April.
Judge, appreciate your time.
I appreciate JB, and I'm very disappointed for our fans that don't get to watch this tonight. And, because we were looking forward to getting back home. And at the same time, we'll be practicing this week, and we'll be trying to use our time to get better.
That's Greyhounds coach Pat Smith. Back with more in a moment.
As independent agents, the folks at PK Wise Agency in Moberly and Sellers Wise Insurance in Salisbury offer auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Their experienced agents work on your behalf to find the right coverage at the best possible rate for you. When you have a claim, you have the backing of reliable, experienced agents. That's why area residents rely on PK Wise and Sellers Wise for all their insurance needs. Celebrating well over 100 years in business, your independent insurance agents at PK Wise and Sellers Wise put you first.
It's time to march into savings at your friendly CNR markets and check out our Mega Meat Super Sale. Chicken drumsticks and thighs only 79 cents a pound. Smithfield pork butt roast $1.19 a pound. 7-ounce Kansas City strip steaks $5 each. 6-pound sticks of Oldham sausage only $11.99. And check out our Kraft Super Savings Sale, $8 off when you buy 8 for unbelievable savings on your favorite Kraft items from everyone at CNR markets. Be safe, be blessed, and we hope to see you soon at CNR.
No one wants to FaceTime like this. We understand. Connection matters. So switch to Sheraton Valley and accelerate your internet speed. Let our super fast internet put you in the fast lane. And whether you call it 1,000 megabits per second or go big and call it a gig, you can brag about no lag. Visit cvalley.net/fiber or call 660-395-9000 to find out what's available in your area. Accelerate your internet speed and go further, go faster, go fiber.
Have you heard about Moberly Area Community College's newest programs? MACC now offers a veterinary technology program, agriculture technology program, and wind energy certification program. Turn your passions into careers at MACC with campuses in Columbia, Moberly, Kirksville, Hannibal, and Mexico, Missouri. To enroll now, visit macc.edu and find out more about MACC's newest programs: veterinary technology, agriculture technology, and wind energy certification program.
And welcome back. J.B. Conley with you. The halftime show brought to you by Arts for quality and service after the sale. Shop Arts Appliance, Furniture, Electronics, and Flooring in Moberly. Check them out on Facebook or at artsappliance.com. Lady Hounds lead Crowder by a score of 41-12. Moberly led by Bryce Dell with 9 points off the bench in the first half. N.J. Weems with 8. Albert Store with 7. Kayla Langley with 6. Beyonce Carter with 4. Jory Lee with 3. Jada Moorhead with 2. And Deanna Pettis with 2 in the first half. Crowder led by Paige Dahmer with 6. Mary Dunbar with 3. Michaela White with 2. And Janisha Will with 1. Moberly was 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and Crowder was 4 of 8 from the free throw line in the first half. Carter, the only player with more than 2 fouls. She has 3. Storr has 2 for Moberly, and White has 2 for Crowder. No ties or lead changes. Moberly started on a 5-0 run. Crowder answered with 4 straight points. Then Moberly went on a 27-0 run. They go up 32-4, and the rout was on at that point. And after break, it is 41-12. Regional Radio encourages you to stop by these fine businesses and thank them for making this broadcast possible. Thomas Motors, Arts Appliance, Furniture, Electronics, and Flooring, Mack Rack, Meadow Ridge Senior Living, John Cochran with Valentine Insurance Agency, all of Moberly. Sheraton Valley, keeping you connected. Columbia Orthopedic Group of Columbia. PK Weiss Agency in Moberly and Sellers Weiss Insurance in Salisbury. See in our markets with 11 locations. Regional Missouri Bank with branches in Keatsville, Salisbury, Glasgow, Paris, and 2 locations in Marceline and Moberly. And Moberly Area Community College in Moberly, Macon, Kirksville, Hannibal, Mexico, Columbia, and online. That's going to do it for the halftime show. Brought to you by Arts. We're going to take a 60-second break and be back with the second half. Moberly leading by a score of 41-12. You're listening to Lady Hounds basketball on Information Radio Quicks and CentralNoInfo.com.
Are you or a loved one looking for a comfortable atmosphere to call home? At Meadow Ridge Senior Living in Moberly, we are currently offering first month's rent on any of our apartments for the cost of $2,021, which means you can save nearly $2,000 on your first month's rent. Here at Meadow Ridge, these are full apartments. Our beautiful large apartments are very well suited to become someone's home. Give us a call at Meadow Ridge to see one of our lovely apartments. Meadow Ridge Senior Living, a great place to call home.
When you post your first job for free on LinkedIn Jobs, we search a network of over 700 million professionals so you can find the quality candidate you need quickly.
Marketing wizards?
Found them.
Software engineers?
Found.
That project manager I could never seem to hire?
And found. How? Well, LinkedIn Jobs matches your roles with candidates with the right skills and experience and puts your jobs in front of them. So, looking for an easier way to make that next hire? You found it. Post your first job for free and get started at linkedin.com/entertainment. That's linkedin.com/entertainment. Terms and conditions apply.
And welcome back to Fitzsimmons John Arena. J.B. Conley with you as we get ready for the start of the second half here on Information Radio Quicks. Lady Hounds leading by a score of 41-12. Moberly in the white uniforms, white numerals, red trim. We'll be going right to left here in the second half. Crowder in the black uniforms with the blue numerals, white trim will be going left to right. And we'll see who comes out of these respective huddles. Moberly will go with Carter, Dowell, Storr, Langley, and Tomlin. And Crowder is going to go with Wilson, Dahmer, Baller, White, and Vaught. So they're starting 5 back out there. It will be Crowder ball. And bounce pass will come from Dahmer. She'll get it in, and Vaught will bring it into the front court. Pass comes to the right side. Dahmer with it at the wing. Back up to Vaught, top of the key. Left side of the floor for Baller. Back up to the top of the key for Dahmer. Near side of the floor now for Wilson. Feeds into the high post for White. White dribbles to her left. Kicks out to the corner. Baller with it. Across the lane. Her pass deflected. Got it back in the low block. 7 on the shot clock. Kicked out to the top of the key. Wilson drives in. Off balance jumper. Rolls home. Fiona Wilson, their leading scorer, just got her first 2 points. She averages almost 18 a game. 41-14. Near side Store gives it up. Down top of the key. Carter squares to the basket, the free throw line. Now ball fed inside. Langley left hand. Puts it up and in. Kayla Langley with 8 points. It's 43-14, 9-10 remaining third quarter. Front court near side is Ashley Vaught at the wing. Back up to the top of the key for Wilson. Off to her left. Dahmer with it. The Baller, back to the near side now. Vaught working to her right. Baller has it knocked out of her hand. Stay away. Carter picks up the loose ball. She'll find Tomlin. Long pass up the floor. Finds Langley off the glass. It's good. Langley with 10. Moberly by 31 now. 45-14, 8:40 remaining third quarter. Fought into the front court. Right side for Wilson. Wilson to the baseline. Steps past 2 defenders. Lays it up and in. She's got 4. 45-16. Into the front court, Tomlin. Right side of the floor. Dowell tries to force it inside and stolen away by Fiona Wilson. She's trying to get the pass off to Carter. Long pass front court right side for Baller. Dribbling to her left. Runner from the right elbow is left short and rebound controlled by Beyonce Carter from Moberly. 2 minutes into the third quarter, 45-16. Underneath the basket, a foul is going to put Langley at the line to shoot 2. Moberly doing a good job working inside. The foul is on Fiona Wilson. That'll be her first. Exactly 8 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Lady Hounds leading 45-16. First free throw on its way is good. Kayla Langley with 11 points. 54% free throw shooter on the year. Moberly now 2 of 3 from the line. Second free throw, nothing but net. 12 points for Langley. 47-16. Front court left side, Ashley Vaught working to the baseline. He's sealed off, gives it back out. White with it. Top of the key right side for Baller, off to her right now for Dahmer. Dahmer gives it back. Baller drives the lane. Kicks it to the right side of the floor. Wilson thought about a 3. Drives in. Her jumper from 12. Won't roll home. Rebound Moberly. That was grabbed by Carter. Long pass up the floor. Left corner. Dowell open for a 3. Bang. Her third 3 of the game. She's got 12 points. It's 50-16. 7:20 remaining in the third quarter. Ball goes into the front court left side. They work in the low post for White. Moves to her right, and they're call a foul on Carter. That'll be her 4th. Check that. It's on Langley. That'll be her first. Carter had switched out to the high post on that play. Inbounds pass will come in from Vaught, baseline near side. Comes out to Wilson. Baller with it. Comes back inside. White backing in on Langley again. Turnaround jumper off the glass is good. White with 4. It's 50-18. Under 7 minutes to play in the third quarter here on AM 1230. KWIX Moberly, 92.5 KWIX FM K-Road. J.B. Conley with you. It is 6 o'clock. Jumper the lane. Count it 1. Falling to the floor was Carter. Got the shot off and a chance for a 3-point play. The foul on Amaya Baller will be her first. I'll say Carter with 6 points, 73% free throw shooter this season. And that attempt is good. She has 7. Lady Hounds lead by 35. Vaught into the front court right side. She'll find Wilson. Wilson spin move off the window. Too strong rebound Moberly. They'll push up the floor. Tom will get to the front court 4-on-3. Underneath the basket. One dribble and step back and shot. Won't go for Carter. Loose on the floor. And we'll have a tie-up. It's going to be Moberly's ball on the arrow. Checking into the contest will be Mary Dunbar and Lene Johnson-Kleinpeter for the Rough Riders. As Baller and Vaught sit down. .6:26 remaining third quarter. Lady Hounds lead 53-18. Tomlin will inbound. He's in a low block in traffic. The layup is up and it's in. Beyonce Carter with 9 points now. It's 55-18. Wilson, 3, right wing is good. Her first triple, she's got 7 points, all of them here in the third quarter. It's 55-21. Into the front court, Dowell leaves it right side, Tomlin. Tomlin gives it back up, Store top of the key deep. Into the high post, a foul will be called. A catch Wilson come over the back of Langley. That's number 2 on Fiona Wilson. The bounce pass will come baseline, far side by Tomlin. Lobs out to Langley, tried to force it back into Carter and threw it away. 5:56 remaining in the third. Moberly up 55-21. Into the high post. Michaela White. Back out to the near side for Wilson. Drives in. Her shot left short. Got her own rebound in traffic, and she's fouled that time by Langley. It's going to be her second. And team foul number 2 on Moberly. Fiona Wilson, sophomore from Greenland, Arkansas. Team best 88% from the free throw line, 17.6 points per game. Janisha Roll comes in, replacing Michaela White. 5:43 remaining third quarter, 55-21 in favor of Moberly. The first free throw is good. Wilson with a team high 8 points, all of them here in the third quarter. Second free throw, bounces around, off no good, rebound Moberly. Crowder now 5 of 10 from the free throw line. Lady Hounds up 55-22. Right side, Carter gives it back out. Tomlin between the circles, holds the ball, now starts a dribble. Right side to the wing. Dowell gives it back up, Store top of the key, back to Dowell right side. Working to the low block, and we call an offensive foul on Carter. That'll be her 4th. As Roll drew the charge. Team foul number 3. It'll be Lene Johnson-Kleinpeter to get it into the front court for the Rough Riders. At the top of the key, working to her left. Feeds it back to the right side where it's stolen away by Dowell. Price into the front court. Dishes off right side. Store's jumper won't go, but she'll shoot 2. The foul on Paige Dowell will be her second. Team foul number 4. N.J. Weems will come in, replacing Carter. Store with 7 points, 74% free throw shooter on the year, 10.8 points per game. First free throw spins out to the right. Lady Hounds now 4 of 6 from the free throw line tonight. Second free throw is good. 56-22, midway point of the third quarter. Into the front court. Near side is Johnson-Kleinpeter. Gives it off. Wilson gives it back out. Roll with it. Right side, Johnson-Kleinpeter again off to her right. Wilson on the baseline. Feeds in. Roll. Dribbles once to her right. Her shot deflected and taken away. Moberly with a long pass up the floor. Dowell in front of the back. Takes it to the rack. Lays it up and in. Bryce Dowell with a game-high 14 points, 58-22 with 4:34 remaining in the third quarter. And Moberly about to make a line change here. Near side 3 by Wilson is good. Her second 3, she has 11 points to lead her team, 58-25. Tomlin into the front court, working to the near sideline. Now passes to her right for Store at the wing, into the corner. Dowell starts the dribble, feeds into the high post. Langley drops it underneath. Weems puts it up and in. Weems with 10. 60-25. 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Left side, Dunbar. Feeds it to her left. Dollar with it. Back to the top of the key for Roll. Right side of the floor now. Spin move by Wilson. Gets to the baseline underneath the basket. Reverse layup at the bottom of the backboard. That was ugly. Rebound Tomlin. Into the front court, near side. Storr leans in, and it'll be a block underneath. Count the bucket. Chance for a three-point play. Storr with the basket. The foul on Paige Dahmer will be her third. 62-25. Shanna Lies into the game. Jada Moorhead's into the contest. Shanna Pettis is back into the game. We got one more way to come in for Storr, apparently. I think that's Lee. Free throw is good. Storr with 11 points. It is Lee coming in. 63-25. Largest lead for the Lady Hounds. 3:40 remaining. Johnson Klein Peter will get into the front court. Hands it off to her right. She'll find Wilson. Comes back up to the top of the key. Lexi Keeling in the game for Crowder again. Back to the right side. Wilson drives past two defenders. Shot no good. Rebound Moberly. 3:15 remaining third quarter. Lady Hounds up 63-25. Right side Pettis. Gives it back up. Lies between the circles. Back to the right side of the floor. Lee with it. Feeds it to the baseline. Ball deflected as it comes through to the near side. Lies trying to save it from her bench and does, but she saved it back to Crowder. Wilson picked up the loose ball. She'll find Johnson Klein Peter. 2:53 remaining in the third. Front court right side. Pass off the right. Deflected out of bounds by Weems. 2:46 left in the quarter. 17 on the shot clock. Pass will come in. Renee Johnson Klein Peter top of the key. Drives left side of the lane. Has it blocked. The foul's going to be called. Jada Moorhead picks up her second. Team foul number 4. Lene Johnson Klein Peter, freshman from Fort Worth, Texas, 4 points per game, 59% free throw shooter. The first one rattles in. Her first point of the night. 63-26. Second free throw is good. 63-27. Lies again into the front court between the circles. Right side Pettis. Goes once back to the near side for Lies. Gives it back to Pettis. Right side of the floor. Lee will give it back. Near side for Pettis again once more. Drives past her defender. Pass goes right side. Lee for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound fought for in the lane. We're going to have a foul called against Moberly. Moorhead just picked up her third. That's team foul number 5. We'll bring up 2 free throws at the other end for Janisha Roll. Ashley Vaught's back into the game for the Rough Riders. Roll 1 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. Sophomore from Bahamas. Averaging just under 8 points per game and misses the first one here. 63-27 with 2:17 remaining in the third quarter. Second free throw on its way. Spins out, but we had a lane violation. So another attempt coming up for Roll. Angel Lee. Well, not going to let her check in yet. Roll lines it up. Second attempt at. The second attempt is good. She has 2 points. She'll sit down as Michaela White's back in. Angel Lee comes in, replacing Jada Moorhead. Lady Hounds lead 63-28, 2:17 remaining. Flies into the front court, right side. For Kiara Lee, gives it back to Lies, top of the key, left side Pettis. Pettis holds the ball, gives it back, Lies, top of the key. Now goes right side of the floor. Holding it there is Kiara Lee. Shot clock at 8. Near side Pettis drives in from the left corner, lays up, no good. Rebound fought for. She got a tip back to her in a fresh shot clock. Minute 48 left in the quarter. Lies top of the key, right side Pettis. to the high post for Angel Lee. Outside, now lies near side of the wing. 8 on the shot clock. Top of the key. Chiari to her right. Finds Pettis, right corner, 3. Bang! Pettis with 5. 66-28. Minute 26 remaining in the third quarter. Right side Vaught. Ball swung to the left side of the floor. Holding it there is Baller. Works to the baseline in traffic. Swatted out of there. Weems with the rejection. To get the ball back in the front court, she took too many steps. Just couldn't make the transition from the catch to the dribble. And it'll be Crowder ball with 1:05 remaining in the third quarter. Vaught into the front court. Near side, she'll find Wilson. Wilson gives it back. White with it. Back to her right. Right corner, Wilson, and she was bumped. She'll have 2 free throws coming up. Sheena Elias commits the foul her first. 51.8 seconds remaining in the third quarter at 66-28. Fiona Wilson with 11 points, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, hits the first. She has 12 points, all of them here in the third quarter. Second free throw, pops out, no good. Rebound Moberly. 66-29. 45 seconds and counting left in the third quarter. Chiari Lee, front court, right side of the wing. Up to the top of the key lies. Now Weems drives the lane, left side. Left it short, but she's fouled and will shoot 2. And the foul is on Michaela White. That'll be her third personal. Then get Janisha Rollback off the bench. White and Dahmer with 3 fouls each for Crowder. First free throw is good. And Jay Weems with 11 points. Now 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Second free throw is also good. She has 12, and the lead is 39. 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Vaught, front court, left side. Maybe got away with an elbow whip in the face of Shannon Lies, then throws it away into the corner. It'll be Moberly ball with 20 seconds left in the third quarter. 68-29. Deanna Pettis into the front court with 15. It's near the right wing. Finds Lies between the circles with 9. Down to 7, 6, near side Pettis. Dribbles to her right, top of the key, right side Lies, into the right corner. With 1 on the shot clock. And Chiari Lee's attempt in and out of the cylinder, no good. After 3 quarters, it's Moberly 68, Crowder 29, back in 60 seconds here on Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com.
At Valentine Insurance Agency.
We're proud to be Americans in this land of liberty, where we're free to serve our customers with pride and integrity. We deliver value and quality, so come see us today, because we're proud to be Americans here in the USA.
Since 1964, call Valentine Insurance Agency at 263-1111.
Macrack in Moberly has over 28 years of experience as a producer of quality warehouse storage, rack repair, and protective guarding. In fact, they are North America's only solution for affordable, high-impact rack repair and protection products. They are the most experienced and have the largest standard and custom product line. In fact, all of Macrack's products are 100% made in America. Sean and his team at Macrack in Moberly encourage you to give them a call if you're looking for rack repair or protective warehouse guarding for your current storage racks.
Welcome back to Fitzsimmons John Arena. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Valentine Insurance Agency in Moberly since 1964. Here for you, helping you when you need it. Greyhounds lead 68-29. They will be at State Fair Wednesday night. Pregame 5:20. Tip at 5:30 here on Quicks. Crowder will get it into the front court. Vaught with it. Comes back up to the top of the key. Now back left side of the floor. On the dribble is Ball. It takes a baseline. High off the glass, no good. And a foul call on the rebound. It's going to go against Brianna Pettis. That'll be her first. Team foul number 1. Inbounds pass will come in from the baseline far side into a low block for Roll. Dribbles twice. It's sealed off. Takes the jumper, left it short. Rebound controlled by Weems. 9.5 minutes left. 68-29. Front court near side lies. Between the circles. Dribbling left, dribbling right. Finds Pettis. Pettis feeds it into the right corner. Lee feeds it back into lane. And Angel Lee is stripped of the ball. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Moberly. This would be a big win for Lady Hounds if they pull it off here. Because give them the tiebreaker over Crowder if it gets to that point. Determining seeding for the tournament. The jumper free in the corner won't go for Kiari Lee. Rebound controlled by Moberly. Lies with it now. Left side at the wing. Back up to the top of the key. Kiari right side for Pettis. Into the high post. Ball fed inside. Weems will lay it up and in. Angel Lee with the assist. Weems with 14. It's 70-29. Front court Vaughn. Right side for Dahmer. Into the right corner for Vaughn. 15 on the shot clock. She dribbles at the wing. Lobs it inside. Roll shot left short. Rebound picked up by Mobley. Pettis with it this time. Into the front court. Near the left elbow. Steps back out. Near side for Lies. Lies gives it back out to Pettis. Right side Kiari. Into the corner for Angel. Now back up. Pettis finds Lies top of the key. 13 on the shot clock. Near side Kiari. Left corner for Angel. Angel Lee gives it back to Lies. 7 on the shot clock. Pettis with it. Shot clock at 5. Near the elbow. Ball near side. Weems will take the jumper. It rolls home. And Jay Weems with a game-high 16 points, 72-29. 7:53 remaining. Baller left side off the glass too strong. Rebound tipped out to the near corner. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Moberly ball. Haley Henry and Caitlin Sims back into the game, replacing Weems and Pettis. 7:46 remaining. It's 72-29 in favor of the Lady Hounds. Front court right side. Now ball work to the near side. Back into the lane, and it's going to be an offensive foul called on Angel Lee. As Roll drew the charge. It's number 1 on Angel. 7:36 remaining. It's 72-29 in favor of the Lady Hounds. About to go to 11-3 on the year and 6-2 in the region. Near side of the floor. Paige Dahmer works it inside. Now back to the left side of the floor. Driving is Dunbar. Ball knocked loose and Moberly picks it up. Jenna Lies into the front court. Right side. Kiari Lee. Back up to the top of the key. Henry. Into the high post. Sims drives left. Takes back out. Three on the way by Lies. Off the glass and in. Bang. Our first point. 75-29. Ball will get into the front court. Left side for Baller. Now back to the near side. Dahmer with it. Left side, Dunbar. To the top of the key, 15 on the shot clock. 6:42 remaining. Ball worked in the low block and a foul and a push called on Caitlin Sims. That is her second personal. Team foul number 3. 6:38 remaining. Inbounds goes to Dunbar, left side near the elbow. Work to the baseline now, Roll with it. Turns to her right, and she is fouled and will shoot 2. Sims got her on the arm. That'll be her third. Team foul number 4. Janisha Roll is 2 of 6 from the free throw line tonight for only 2 points. 6:29 remaining, 75-29. First free throw is no good. As a team, 9 of 17. Second free throw is good. 75-30. Into the front court is Shannon Lies, working the right side of the floor. Into the high post. And a foul on Haley Henry, called for the charge. And Roll got run over again. That's number 1 on Henry. Lexi Keeling back in. Lene Johnson-Kleinpeter also back into the game. Coming up on 6 minutes remaining, Lady Hounds lead 75-30. Johnson-Kleinpeter into the front court near side for Dahmer. Dahmer curls back to her right, feeds it near side. Johnson-Kleinpeter back out to Dahmer. Left side now is Keeling. Ball reversed to the right. Johnson-Kleinpeter with a 12 on the shot clock. 6 minutes remaining. Her pass deflected. Dahmer did end up with it. Back out to the near side. Fiona Wilson trying to back her way into the lane. Fires up an off-balance shot. No good. 2 on the shot clock. Loose ball picked up by Moberly anyway. 5:45 left. Haley Henry into the front court. Right side 3 by Lee. Bang! Kiara Lee's second triple of the game. She's got 6. It's 78-30. 5.5 minutes left. Ball fed to the high post for White. Dribbles to her right. Her shot is up and in. Michaela White with 6. 78-32. Shannon Lies will bring it into the front court for the Lady Hounds. Has it at the logo. Now off to the right side. Angel Lee to the near side now. Henry back up top. Kikiari triple off the heel and off the top of the backboard. It'll be Crowder ball with 4:59 remaining. 78-32. Lene Johnson-Kleinpeter into the front court. Ball goes left side. Paige Dahmer deep off the wing. Spins to her right into the lane. Pass comes near side. 3 on the way is too strong by Keeling. Rebound controlled by Moberly on the far side with 4:40 remaining. Shannon Lies into the front court. Into the lane. Kicks right side. Baseline jumper by Henry's good. Haley Henry has her first points of the game. 80-32. Front court left side is Johnson-Kleinpeter. Near side for Dahmer. Pass in the lane. Deflected. Crowder will hang on to it. Grabbed by White near the right corner. Top of the key. Wilson spins to her left. From 12. Won't go. Rebound Moberly. Curling in the backcourt is Haley Henry. 4 minutes remaining. It's 80-32. Lies into the front court. Ball fed to the high post. Angel Lee drives the lane left side. Wide open layup for Angel Lee for her first points of the night. And it is a 50-point lead for the Lady Hounds with 3:45 remaining. Johnson-Kleinpeter has it poked away. A foul is called on Shannon Lies. That'll be her second. And we'll bring up 2 free throws. 3:42 left, 82-32. This game brought to you in part by Art Supply, Furniture, Electronics, and Flooring in Moberly. For quality and service after the sale, check them out on Facebook or at artsappliance.com. First free throw is good by Kleinpeter. She's now 3 of 3 from the line tonight. 59% free throw shooter on the year, averaging 4 points per game. Second free throw is no good. Too strong. Rebound controlled by Kiara Lee. Into the front court on the dribble is Lee. Right side. Lies gives it back to her. Near the top of the key. Down near side. Henry gets to the baseline. Underneath the basket. Goes reverse layup. It won't go for. Rebound controlled by Caitlin Sims, and she's fouled. Michaela White just picked up her 4th. Team foul number 1. 3:26 remaining. Bounce pass comes into the near corner. Goes back left corner. Chiari 3. Bang! Her third three-pointer of the game. 85-33. Front court near side. Johnson-Kleinpeter the rack lays it up and in. She's got 5. 85-35. And Lies into the front court with 3 minutes left. Near side, Henry. Curls once, back to her right. Lies, back to Henry. Right side of the floor. Chiari head fakes a three. Curls twice, kicks out. Shannon Lies for three. Bang! Our second three of the game. 88-35. Into the front court. Top of the key is Johnson Kleinpeter. Near side for Keelan. She's at low block for White. White steps to her left and she's fouled. She'll have 2 free throws coming up with 2:32 remaining. Double check that. They called Beyonce Carter has not been in the game in ages. They correct that. It's Caitlin Sims picking up her fourth. White's first free throw is no good. Michaela White averaging 14.3 points per game, 63% free throw shooter. That's the confusion. She also wears 34 as Beyonce does. She missed the second free throw as well. The rebound controlled by the Lady Hounds. 2.5 minutes remaining. Flies into the front court. Top to Kikiari to the near side. Henry drives to the baseline. Her floater from 6 left. Short rebound. Rough Riders. 2:15 remaining. And Johnson Kleinpeter lost the ball out of bounds on the dribble. Was last touched by Moberly. Janisha rolled back into the game. As Michaela White will set 2:10 left. 88-35. Inbounds pass lobbed out to nowhere in particular. Nearly a steal before it's picked up by Crowder. And another foul count, 1. That foul's on Kiari Lee. That'll be her first. With 2:05 remaining. And a chance for a 3-point play for Paige Dahmer. Dahmer with 8 points. 3 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. 71% free throw shooter this year. Hits that one. 88-38 in favor of the Lady Hounds. About to go to 11-3, 6-2 in the region. Crowder's going to fall to 6-7, 4-3 in region play. At the top of the key will be Kiari Lee off to her right for Lies. Back to the near side for Lee. Holds the ball. 12 on the shot clock. 1:45 left. Near side Lee takes another three. It's too strong and it goes out of bounds. Crowder ball with 1:39 remaining. Crowder will get it into the front court. Lene Johnson Kleinpeter with it. Front court near side. Paige Dahmer holds the ball. Now feeds it back to her left. Left corner. Keeling feeds it inside. Nothing there for a roll, and a foul's going to be called. It was kicked. Excuse me, no foul. They'll reset the shot clock to 20. 1:22 remaining. Inbounds pass will come baseline far side into Keeling. She's fouled. Count 1. Lexi Keeling gets her first points of the year. Fouls on Angel Lee, her second. Keeling, a freshman from Purdy, was 0 of 4 from behind the arc, 0 of 10 from the field, 0 of 4 from the free throw line coming in. Just scored her first points of the season in her 9th game. To miss the free throw, the rebound controlled by Moberly. Minute 18 left, 88-40. Dribbling is Haley Henry, leaves it right side. Chiari gives it back out. Down near side of the floor. Holding the ball is Henry. Ball fed to the high post. Moorhead turnaround jumper just in the game is good. She has 4 points. It's 90-40 with 1 minute left. Right side three by Paige Dahmer. Had it blocked by, I believe it was Moorhead getting a handoff. This ball picked up by Moberly. Into the front court Lee, right side. Ball fed to the high post. Moorhead to the near side for Kiari Lee. 15 on the shot clock. Baseline jumper near side. Won't go for Moorhead. Rebound loose on the floor. Will be picked up by Crowder, grabbed by Mary Dunbar. 27 seconds remaining. Ball comes right side, now back to the top of the key. Driving is Dunbar. That's no good. Rebound controlled by Mobley. 19 seconds left. They'll just get it into the front court. Angel Lee will give it back. Kiari Lee holding it at the circle. Final 10 seconds have come off the clock. And the Lady Greyhounds are going to win this one by a score of 90-40. We're going to take a break. Be back with the postgame show. You're listening to Lady Hounds basketball on Information Radio Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com.
Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum.
The soundtrack to your ride to work sounds much better in a new SUV from Thomas Motors in Moberly. Shop for your new SUV online at thomasmtrs.com.
Thinking about life insurance? What if you could make one free phone call and learn your best price from nearly a dozen highly rated, price-competitive companies? Well, that's exactly what happens when you call SelectQuote Life. For example, George is 40. He was getting sky-high quotes from other companies because he takes meds to control his blood pressure. But when I shopped around, I found him a 10-year, $500,000 policy for under $25 a month. I'm SelectQuote agent Dan Savino. And believe me, if SelectQuote isn't shopping for your life insurance, you're probably paying too much.
For your free quote, call 800-721-4880. That's 800-721-4880. 800-721-4880. Or go to SelectQuote.com. Since 1985, we shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policy at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Or price could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
Have you ever thought about saying goodbye to your job? Just walking into your boss and saying, I quit. And how would you like to commute to work without ever leaving your home? Well, not long ago, a 39-year-old entrepreneur from a billionaire family spent $20 million in 3 years to find the best home-based business in North America. He researched 70 different companies, and when he found the only one that had real long-term potential, he bought it. And right now, he's looking for people to help him turn this company into his next billion-dollar success story. So if you're serious about making money from home without having to leave your home, well, grab a pen. Because I'm about to give you the address of a website where you can learn all about this unique and rare opportunity. Write this down, www.goherenext.com. Now get on your computer and go to this site now. Part-time or full-time, your income is based totally on your performance. Interested? GoHereNext.com and say goodbye to your boss tomorrow. GoHereNext.com.
And welcome back to the postgame show here on Information Radio Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com. Lady Hounds win tonight by a score of 90-40. Joining us now to talk about the game is the head coach, Hannah Hayden. Coach, where have you set your team over the past few days since the loss at Three Rivers certainly worked tonight? They looked solid, especially in the first half.
Yeah, I thought we were hoping that they would respond, and I felt like they did.
A 27-0 run to open the game up after you were up 5-4 in the early going.
Wow, I didn't realize that. I didn't, but, I just think some of the things that we were talking about, keeping our defensive intensity, better effort on the glass, and getting good possessions. I think that those three things, I think, really attributed to that.
Especially the defense there, not allowing them to really get to half court. A lot of turnovers forced as they were trying to beat the 10 count. Yeah,
did a pretty good job with the press. Yep.
Talk about N.J. Weems. Had a game-high 16 points for you. Bryce Dell had 14.
Yeah, both of those two. I thought they both played well. NJ, we were joking like she's padding her stats a little bit because she missed several bunnies, shots that she normally makes. But she was active on the glass. I thought really our post did a really good job in that high-low action in the first half, and there was just really nothing they could do about it between NJ and Beyonce and Kayla Langley, just hitting each other from the high post and that high-low. So it's good to see that action. I thought our guards did a good job as well. I thought Amber and Bryce both came in and made some of the adjustments we were talking about with them, and I thought it was just overall a really good team effort.
You were talking about the zone offense against their D in our pregame, and obviously whatever you're working on seemed to work because even when the players late in the game, like Angel Lee, were driving the lane, they had wide open seams to the basket.
Yeah, we have been spending a lot more time on on it. You know, we are halfway through the year now, so it needs to come along. You know, and so we're spending more time on it. I did think that we did a good job of executing. Sometimes we do get so locked in on whatever the play is. For example, looking at that option. Well, of course, like when we're running Bryce out to the corner, most smart teams are going to kind of squeeze that. You know, they're going to chase her out there. So I thought we did a much better job of looking at the second and the third options after that today.
You also shut down Fiona Wilson the first half. She finished with a game-high 12 for them, but that all came in the third and fourth quarter. She had nothing in halftime.
Yeah, I thought we did do a pretty good job on her, making her take some tough shots, and I thought she even made some tough shots in the second half as well. She's a good player, but I think, you know, good attention to detail with her, finding her in transition. She can shoot it from deep, which we saw in the second half, but especially in the first half, did a really good job of just not letting her get anything easy.
This gets you back in the win column, but just as importantly, I guess, is you've got the season series and the tiebreaker against Crowder if it comes down to maybe a 2-3 seed or even a 1-2 seed late in the year, depending what happens the rest of the way.
Yeah, you know, every region game is a big game, and we know we have to go back down there, you know, which is a really hard place to play. So, you know, any advantage that we can have, we're going to be excited about. So, always glad to get back in the win column. I think I've been mad for 48 or 72 hours, however long it's been since Wednesday. So, you know, we like to win. So, happy to be able to get this one. You know, we're going to have a day off tomorrow and then getting ready for another week of region play. So, it's such a crazy year how it never stops. It is interesting now getting into the second round, and it'll even be a third round. So, it's interesting, but I do think it kind of does give us the opportunity to work on ourselves, like I was talking about with you in pregame. Like, now we pretty much know what everybody's got. You know their tendencies. You know what they're going to do, and that allows us to spend a lot of time in practice just working on ourselves and getting better. I think this team is, you know, showing signs all the time, but I still think that our best basketball is ahead. I think that we have a ways to go. We have a lot of practices like we did yesterday that I think we'll get there.
Your thoughts about the trip to Sedalia to take on State Fair on Wednesday?
Yeah, you know, I mean, it'll be different at their place. They've played some people close there, or, you know, at least hung with them a little bit better. I think they had Mineral down there, maybe had them down 20-12 or something, and they had Crowder down there, was up like 15 or 16 at half. So everybody plays better at home. And, you know, and for us, it's about getting better and improving every single game. We got to get something out of it, and that's what we were even talking about today at halftime. Like, let's make sure it's not necessarily what we're doing, it's how we're doing it, and what habits are we building. So, you know, we'll have to go down there and be ready on Wednesday.
Coach, appreciate your time. We'll see you Wednesday night.
All right, thanks, JB.
That's Hannah Hayden. Join us on the post-game show. Her squad winning by a score of 90-40. Let's recap the stats for you before we sign off. N.J. Weems with a game-high 16 points. Bryce Dowell had 14. It was 12 for Kayla Langley, 11 for Ambernette Storr. 9 each for Kiari Lee and Beyonce Carter. Also in the scoring column tonight was Shannon Lies with 6 points. Bianca Pettis had 5. Chita Moorhead had 4. Haley Henry had 2. Angel Lee had 2 points as well. Crowder was led by Fiona Wilson with 12 points. Paige Dahmer had 9. Michaela White had 6. Lene Johnson-Kleinpeter had 5. It was 3 points for Mary Dunbar, 3 points for Janisha Roll, and 2 points for Lexi Keeling tonight. Moberly now 11-3 on the year, and they are 6-2 in the region, and Crowder falls to 6-7, and they are 4-3 in the region. Once again, Regional Radio encourages you to stop by these fine businesses and thank them for making this broadcast possible. Thomas Motors, Arts Appliance, Furniture, Electronics, and Flooring, Mac-Rack, Meadow Ridge Senior Living, John Cochran with Valentine Insurance Agency, all of Moberly, Sheraton Valley, keeping you connected, Columbia Orthopedic Group of Columbia, P.K. Weiss Agency in Moberly, and Sellers Weiss Insurance in Salisbury, C&R Markets with 11 locations, Regional Missouri Bank with branches in Keatsville, Salisbury, Glasgow, Paris, and 2 locations in Marceline and Moberly, and Moberly Area Community College in Moberly, Macon, Kirksville, Hannibal, Mexico, Columbia, and online. That is going to do it for our broadcast day. Thanks to our producer, Dan Kite, back in the studio, doing a great job. Thanks to our sponsors, and thanks to you for listening. We will have more MACC basketball coming up for you Wednesday night. The Lady Hounds will be in Sedalia to take on State Fair. We'll have the pregame at 5:20 and the tip at 5:30 here on Information Radio Quicks and CentralMoInfo.com. For all of us here at Fitzsimmons John Arena, I'm J.B. Conley. Have a great night, everyone.